Hmm.
Hello, I'm Deborah Sword.
Hi, I'm Tyson Bankert.
Tyson, we've been posting 2 episodes a week,
Yeah.
and we've been doing that for a year, and I'm feeling overwhelmed.
I can imagine there's lots that has been going on in our world and in our lives. So yeah, but kudos to you for doing it twice a week. But yeah, I can see that that can be overwhelming. What's so overwhelming about it for you?
The It takes time
Hmm.
and effort,
Hmm.
and I love doing it, and I'm hoping that people enjoy it. Other things have, also started a Substack newsletter,
Oh.
and I have work as well.
Hmm.
So I'm going to cut back to once a week for the next year.
Mm. Hmm.
But let's talk about what just happened. So the conflict competency for me was admitting that I feel overwhelmed.
Hmm. It's okay to be overwhelmed.
It's okay to be overwhelmed. Yes, take a deep breath. So often we want to appear super human.
Hmm.
We're not going to admit when we're exhausted, or we present it as a complaint or
Hmm.
a whine.
Right.
So, how did it feel when I just said to you, Tyson, I'm overwhelmed?
I felt concerned or I felt curious about what was making you feel overwhelmed. And I think so much, I'm glad that you didn't avoid the conflict, right? Like that's also really important. So, but it also made me think a little bit about like, oh, how do I also show up? Am I also feeling overwhelmed? Because I think I can actually relate to you a bit in that sense of feeling overwhelmed.
What's making you feel overwhelmed?
I think, well, lots of things, but I would say back to that relatability, relating with the world, and feeling a little bit, not feeling a little, quite a lot, I would say, anxious, uncertain, um, the instability of the future, and also I think what to do about it really is probably the most important thing is I always feel like I need to be doing something and sometimes things are out of your control, which is so much of what we talk about in the conflict owners manual.
And part of the owning your conflict is you will get to a solution through the process.
Mm,
The solution isn't the end game of a
mm.
communication audit. The communication itself is the end game. So, did you think less of me when I admitted I was overwhelmed?
Not at all. I actually quite respected the fact that you shared your sense of feeling overwhelmed.
So, again, this is coming to somebody with humility and hope. As Dr. Norman Yan says, uh, that was something I learned from a very wise man, and humility and hope.
Mm.
So it's a conflict competence to accept when you need help with working through a problem.
Yeah, and I think you also ended up adding, you understood that you had to reduce the episodes a week, right? Like as much as like the process or one of the ways that might feel a bit better is to do less of something. Um, and I think that ability to be able to check in 6 months' time or 3 months' time, like, oh, where am I at now with this particular adjustment?
And that's another conflict competence we emphasize with conflict analysis is that you don't do it once and
Mhm.
it's done.
Right.
It's an ongoing process. Do it early, do it often.
Hmm.
Analyze what's going on because it evolves. It's an emergent property of being in conflict, being in a relationship, checking in on the quality of the relationship. Do your check in.
Yeah.
So thank you for understanding that I felt overwhelmed
Hmm.
and for agreeing on a potential solution.
Great. And thank you everyone for checking in with us. We will see each other next week. Subscribe, like, and we'll be following up soon.
And do leave a comment. We love to hear from you. Thank you.